Are you to be here in Waukesha, Wisconsin today?
Yep.
Well, we will send a message across all 50 states. We are here to make America great again.
Woo!
Now, Wisconsin, here's a number for you. Wisconsin has had 12 races in 24 years. Think about this. 12 races in 24 years that have been decided by less than 30,000 votes in a state of 6 million people. So literally everything that we do matters, every single one of us here. But I got news for you, people. We have a lot of jobs to do. We have to put up signs. We have to call our neighbors. We have to talk to our friends. We have to be on social media. We have a lot of jobs to do between now and November 5th. But if you do your job, and you do your job, and you do your job, and you do your job, on November 5th, Joe Biden will be out of a job. Now we know that we can do it. Thanks to you, literally, thanks to the people in this room, on April 2nd, there will be no more Zuckerbucks in Wisconsin. That's the kind of work, that's the kind of, on the Zuckerbucks issue, on dozens of local races, conservatives flipped 7 county boards in this state, so we know that we can do it. We know we can do it. And I will say to you that we're running out of time in this country. Everyone's seen what's going on the campuses in this country right now?
Yeah.
We're running out of time. So the opportunity for us to send a message that Donald J. Trump is the person to lead this country in the next 4 years. Wisconsin! Let's go do it, everybody! Let's go!
Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrow.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Welcome to Waukesha County.
Good to be here.
You know, I'm sitting here and I gotta follow Brian. I'm like, now I gotta get fired up. I need more Mountain Dew. So I want to tell you one thing to think about. Immigration.
Boo.
We have a unique situation right now where we can look back at records. We can look back on Donald Trump and see how he secured the border, how he started to shut it down. And now we can look at Joe Biden. You want a really interesting stat? 5.5 to 6 million people live in Wisconsin. Joe Biden has let more than twice as many people come into this country that live in Wisconsin in the last 3 years. How does that impact us here in Waukesha County? We are a county border. When you think about it, our borders are down in the south. We have a fentanyl issue here. We have human trafficking issues here. We have crime that's here. We need to get a hold of that. And we have the person who can do it because he's got a proven track record on it. That's what we have to work for. That's what we have to fight for. As Brian talked about, it's up to you. But I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. Vote early. I know it's not our typical, we like to go on the day of. But we are going to get hammered by out-of-state money. They're going to flood every single election that we have. If we get out and vote early, That means our dollars can be targeted to those that haven't voted yet. That's great. I got an ear infection, so I can't hear them. We have to fight with everything that we can do to get every person to the polls on November 5th. So I'm going to ask you one question. Are you ready to put a president back in the White House who's going to fight to close our borders? Are you going to fight to put a president back in the White House who's going to keep our families safe from fentanyl, drugs, and human trafficking? Are you guys ready to turn Wisconsin red again? So let me ask you a last question. Who are you voting for on November 5th? Let's get Donald Trump back in the White House.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Waukesha mom and activist, Amy Richards.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You all look so beautiful out there in all the blue and red. I love it. I'm here today as a wife, a mother, a school board member, and a voting woman. I don't feel like a woman. I don't identify as a woman. I am a woman. And to the Biden administration, if you didn't like moms and dads talking at school board meetings over the last couple of years, you're certainly not going to like what we have to say about you erasing our girls and threatening our schools with changes to Title IX. It's elimination without representation. Joe, I have 4 words for you. We will not comply. I've been asked today to share my perspectives on Biden's greatest achievement in office. Inflation. Families are making difficult choices. We all feel it. Under America First policies, our nation experienced low unemployment, increasing wages, reasonable prices at the gas pump and the grocery store. We have enough left over for family vacations and the ability to actually get onto the housing ladder. Under Bidenomics, we are enduring a 40-year high in basic costs. Americans aren't just sharing pain at the gas pumps. More young adults are living at home. If you have kids who should be flying away from the nest right now, you know what I'm talking about. They can't afford to get on the housing ladder. They can't afford rent. That means they can't become independent. And Americans love their independence. In our local school district, the cost of transportation just to get kids into classrooms has risen by over $400,000. And we are about a medium-sized district. Utilities have jumped by over $100,000 in the first 3 years of Biden's term. And of course, the price of a hot lunch is going up. I guess Biden did actually make good on one of his promises to the American people. He has united us as a nation under inflation because it hits all of us. It doesn't matter where you live or the size of your house or the size of your paycheck. Inflation is a cancer on your financial security and on your standard of living. It makes the American dream feel much more like an American grind. People are broke. Middle-class families are choosing between basic needs and extra opportunities that they know are good for their kids. Too many kids are growing up, fearful about losing their home or where their next meal will come from. One of my friends, and this is a single child household, told me that her grocery bill is up $500 a month. Another one of my friends was talking about shopping in the Biden economy, and she said, quote, "Buying food for your children should not instill anger." It really shouldn't. But since it does, I say, let's get angry. Let's get angry at how Biden's policies have hurt American families. Inflation isn't just about increased costs. It's about decreased power. The power to buy what you need. The power to invest in your kid's future. The power to choose more time spent with your family than spent at your job. The power to stand on your own 2 feet rather than relying on government. The power to walk away from a bad boss or an abusive relationship. I urge everyone to think about the power that your vote can give back to the American people. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to return to economic growth and prosperity, putting the power back into the hands of Americans of every creed, color, and class. You have the power to put this country pointed back in the right direction. Thank you for your time. God bless Wisconsin. God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Wisconsin business owner Shayna Gray.
Shayna!
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
I'm going to start with a quote by Albert Einstein. To do multiple things or the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is complete insanity.
Yep.
And I say that as a proud Milwaukeean, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and now a business owner. What I've seen in this last administration is quite terrifying. And I say that because if we do not change what we are doing now, or change this current administration under the Biden administration, we will be those very insane people. And I say this as a business owner that has taken on the effects of all of the changes under the Biden administration, from inflation of costs, of trying to operate my business. I'm terrified if I'll be able to keep operating under this administration. Just recently, I had a migrant come into my cafe that recently passed through the borders and paid for their food with one of the prepaid cards they were given.
Those should go to American.
How is that as a slap in the face?
Right.
As a proud American who worked hard, just like each one of you, and to be affected by the food costs, utility costs, to have someone just come and just willy-nilly pay for their food in my cafe with prepaid dollars that was funded by us.
Right.
I say that again to say this, to continue to do the same thing that we are doing in this current administration is complete insanity. So we must change. So we have. So I stand here in solidarity with you all to say November 4th, let's change. Let's make that change. Let's put Trump 2024.
Right. She's gonna get a lot of business from all the people here. I'm Jesse, by the way. What's your name? Claudine. Claudine, nice to meet you.
I like that name. Behind me.
Oh, hi, I'm
That's
Jesse.
my other
What's your name?
half.
Frankie Jesse. Nice
That's
to
my
meet you.
other half right there. Yeah.
We're all spread out.
I know everybody. I'm grateful to have God with you. I'm like, wow.